About every 3 or 4 years, our basement was flooding. Well, the guys, when they came out to do it, the one guy's like, well, no wonder you've got like... And I'm like,
water flowing. So what's this, a hitching post?
I believe so.
All right. Did you used to post up your horses?
Yeah, I used to. Had horses in Wyoming.
This is an old part of town, huh?
Yeah, it is.
So this is the pond that you built because they couldn't get grass to grow, huh, Chris?
Yep, that tree. Nothing would grow underneath.
Beautiful oak tree.
it's all contained.
Let me fix my problem. I'll turn the pump off. Welcome to living the Aquascape lifestyle. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Are we feeling bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of vim, vigor, and vitality?
Oh, yeah. Something like that.
Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, full of vim, vigor, and vitality. How you doing, sir? I'm the pond guy.
I'm Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace, I love it. We got Chris Alexander, and we got our distributor, Tim Betcher. And what town are we in?
We are in Littleton, Colorado.
I don't know if I've ever been to Littleton vlogging. Is this the house?
We're going to be right over here.
Right over here. All right, let's go see it. I'm Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy. This is my channel, Greg Wittstock, the Pond Guy, and it's all about showcasing how people live the aquascape lifestyle. Is this a pond or a pondless?
Pondless Waterfall.
With Serenity Falls. Let's go see a beautiful pondless waterfall. All right, Dennis the Menace, knock on the door. Oh, look at that. We're greeted. Why did you put the dog away? We love dogs. How you doing? I'm the pond guy, Greg.
I know, Greg, nice to meet you. Tammy.
Tammy, very beautiful house. Should we walk through?
Come on through.
All right. Okay, there's a bat, so you must have a boys.
I have 2 girls that are both basketball.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I should not have judged. That is really cool. You're a dope mom.
And they use them all the time.
That is really cool. This is a very impromptu and interruption to your video. Brian Helfrich and myself are excited to announce the Aquascape Hands-On Academy. And this is the hands-on area right here. This was originally created for the Sandbox Studio for the Aquascape Artists of the Year, but it's going to be turned into a training academy for all people that want to be contractors to come and learn with our crew.
You're gonna see Chris, our crew, and how they build a one-day pond, and we're gonna show you how to do it in 4 hours.
We're gonna have bleachers over here. People are gonna be able to get inside, get their hands dirty. Besides the 11x16 or 8x11, whatever we decide to do for the one-day pond, we're also gonna put in fountainscapes and a pondless waterfall. Come to the Aquascape Hands-On Training Academy this winter and work with us in a sandbox, actually getting your hands dirty and learning how to have a career with water features.
Don't you wanna tell them about the other day? It's 2 days!
The classroom day. One day is gonna be hands-on in the sandbox. The other day is gonna be how to actually run a water feature business. Everything you need to know, 30 years of experience, 26 years at the helm, building water features, designing water features, selling water features, marketing water features, promoting water features, everything to do with running a water feature business.
You said a lot in a short amount of time.
We're gonna have a lot in 2 days. Register, check out the link below. And now, back to the vlog. Oh, what a nice backyard. Oh, so relaxing. This is what I hate about my job. Leaving. Dude, that's beautiful. Look at this setting. It's just awe-inspiring. So when did you build this, Chris?
So about 5 years ago.
Okay, so it's been here for 5 years. I love how it starts up there. You can't even see some of it because it goes behind the plants and then comes right down. So this is something that both you, your husband, are equally yoked on, or?
Oh, yeah. So, yep, we're out here all the time. It's kind of a gathering place, I think, even for the neighbors.
Build it and they will come.
Build it, they will come.
How did this whole thing happen? Because this is a bit unusual. People aren't used to necessarily seeing a waterfall in somebody's backyard, and I would imagine with it looking like this, some people might think this is natural, that it's actually formed.
So, very funny story about the natural, thinking it's natural thing. There is somewhere around here, there must be some kind of underground water, and about every 3 or 4 years, our basement was flooding, and it was coming in through the ground, and then for 3 or 4 years, we don't see it anymore. So the last time it happened was actually shortly, I think, after you guys had finished the pond. I was like, that's it. So we put a second sump pump in the basement.
Sure.
Had them dig all the way around. Well, the guys, when they came out to do it, the one guy's like, well, no wonder you've got like... And I'm
Water flowing towards your house.
I'm like, no, it's all contained.
Let me fix my problem. I'll turn the pump off.
No, when we moved in, it was very small.
Oh, there was an existing water feature here.
There wasn't a water feature. It was more of a dry. It was just a dry bed.
Okay.
The whole backyard was just like a slope. There was no tiering to it. So it was just a slope kind of like over there. A week after we moved in, there was like the rainstorm from hell, like a 100-year flood. And the entire hillside washed into our basement, like broke through the windows and washed.
Holy cow.
It was like mud and body bags. I mean, it looked like body bags.
Oh my goodness.
So at that point we said, okay, let's add some water.
Were these retaining walls here when that happened?
No, we put everything in. It was just one slope. The people that were cleaning up, we kind of did water, and then we loved it, but it was nothing like this. And then I think I got a hold of Chris looking through, and it was leaking really bad. Yeah. And we were like, okay, let's make it a focal point, because it never really was a focal point. So and then they did a great job.
So this is a ritual for you and your husband to sit out here and relax?
Oh yeah, he was just out this morning working out here.
So he works from home, and when you got a waterfall to work next to, he's sitting there talking with this in the background, and people could think he's at a resort. And speaking of a resort, and one of the things that I love to talk about living the aquascape lifestyle, it's not just the water feature and the sitting area, it's the fire pit, it's the grill, it's the hot tub, it's the ping pong table. You mean, you got it all going back out here.
We do, and we do. We absolutely love it.
So people always wonder, what's the maintenance involved with this?
Not much. These guys come out for me like once a year in the spring, because when we lose all the leaves, it gets kind of muddy, so they come out I think once a year.
Start it up, clean it out, start it up.
Well, it goes all year.
Nice. So it looks beautiful in the winter, huh? And at night, you have some lights on it?
We do.
So that's enjoyable too.
Yep.
On this feature, we had the 2 barberry bushes, and we wanted to keep those where the stream bed comes through it. So we kept those in place, tied them back while we were recreating this thing. We had this big massive boulder over here, and this boulder here was in the middle of the waterfall here, and this one was over in the middle as well. So we had to move those out by hand. So we actually had to pull with the strap from up here off these trees, use all our leverage and everything to get these boulders moved out of the way so we could put in our basin down here and then dig our stream bed in. And then as you can see, we got it starting right up here, coming right out of the hillside, and then it just drops down around, starts dropping down.
Master bedroom.
Where? Oh, that's your master bedroom right up there.
Yep. So it is like the coolest time at night.
You'll be able to hear that.
I grew up in Estes Park, so a little mountain town outside here, and we lived across the street from the river. And it was the one thing that I didn't realize how much I missed. But
yeah, the soothing sound of that.
The soothing sound of it. Yeah. So that's like just so cool.
So this is Willis.
This is Willis.
Willis Reed, as in the New York basketball player. So your old dog's favorite spot was right here, huh?
Right there. And then as she was getting older, she'd lay right in the rocks.
How big of a dog?
She was about 80 pounds.
Yeah. So the wildlife comes up here?
It used to a ton more, but when we put the fence in, they still every once in a while will see them.
Deer come? And the dogs love sitting out here?
The dogs love sitting out here.
All right. So I walk in and there's a basketball hoop in the house. I'm like, this is a cool mom. And then I see ping pong table out here, fire pit, hot tub, beautiful Pondless Waterfall back there. This is what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about. It's how all of the elements combine and form a relaxing area. They work from home. They sit out here and they get to enjoy this. Their master bedroom is right up here. They get to hear it. And what I do and why I do this is to inspire people to live the aquascape lifestyle, to show how people are doing it in their properties. It never gets old for me to see and hear how my customers are living the aquascape lifestyle. So we are in Bonnie Brae, Colorado?
Denver.
Suburb of Denver. 20 minutes outside of downtown. Yeah. Okay, and we got another Pondless Waterfall, huh? Yeah. Such a county. One of the pictures she showed me was of a sky hill. Wow, I would never expect in this neighborhood of tight homes, this is like a lot and a half or something. This is pretty cool. So this is the pond that you built because they couldn't get grass to grow, huh, Chris?
Yep, that tree, nothing would grow underneath.
Beautiful oak tree. So when did you build this?
About 4 years ago, we put this one in.
Okay, so they called you up because they had an area with no grass that would grow. And then were they thinking about a waterfalls, or did you propose that?
No, they thought about a waterfall. So that's what she wanted to have, was a waterfall. They have a house in Vail that has a waterfall, and so they wanted one down here as well.
They're water-loving people.
This was the line, right where the grass stopped growing. It was right where it's at right now. That was just dirt. Nothing would grow.
So what was involved with creating this?
We brought in a bunch of dirt, get our berm in, get everything nice and sloped out so that we weren't having a big anthill. Built our water feature into it, and then we had a gardener that came in and planted everything and just made it come to life with all the plants and everything else.
You probably have 6,000 to 7,000 pounds of rock in here.
About that, yep.
Basin down here.
Yep, harness basin.
You got a spillway up there. So what would a project with 6,000 or 7,000 pounds of rock, a basin, the pump, the plumbing, the liner, what would an investment like this be for Serenity Falls to recreate?
About 13,000.
Are they happy with it?
They love it.
It got rid of the grass and allowed them to have a natural, beautiful area to do, and this is the second water feature they have.
Yeah.
Awesome.